Hello, good evening, day 5 of Vlogmas. And today I'm going to talk about how to relax and my hidden talents. This is in response to a question I received yesterday, which was, Venus, what relaxes you the most? And my second question, do you have any hidden talents? So let's talk about relaxation first of all. I'm going to go into this in probably a little bit more detail because I think it's so important to relax. For me, it was something that it took me a while to learn, the importance of relaxation. For many years, I was a workaholic. I used to work sometimes 7 days a week. And that was because, well, firstly, I love what I do. I absolutely love being a content creator, writing about sexuality, testing sex toys, being a content creator all around, which is a lot of fun. But I didn't just do it because it was fun. I thought I really needed to kind of work really hard in order to get the impact and the kind of results that I needed to survive. It was kind of coming from a scarcity mindset, thinking that you have to work more and more hours to actually make a living. Because I'm British, I live in Spain, and to be a freelancer in a foreign country, it's kind of hard. Well, it's a good life, but it's not easy. And I just thought if I wasn't working, if I took time off, I couldn't really afford to take time off. I didn't travel for so many years. I didn't buy clothes for so many years. But now, in the last few years, I have actually made a very conscious effort to relax, and I have actually been reaping the benefits of that. I've become more productive, which is incredible. It's a great lesson to learn. So the more we relax, the more we can produce, in other words. So here are some things that I do to relax. First thing I do to stay in a relaxed frame of mind is that I use no alarm in the morning. That for me is probably one of the best areas of my life. It's one of the most something that I really value is to wake up naturally every day, and that's something that brings me a lot of peace, but also a lot of vitality. I would say that's the number one thing, because to go to bed at night and then wake up whenever I wake up, basically. So I always make sure that my meetings are in the afternoon. If I do have to get up for a flight or something like that, then of course I will set an alarm, and that's when I really appreciate the no alarm life for sure. But in general, I try to make most things in the afternoon. But that doesn't mean to say I'm in bed all day, not at all. I actually wake up around 8:30, but as I'm coming just to my lounge, then it's not much of a commute, so that's another great thing as well. So I think it's really nice to start the day in a relaxed manner, because before, when I used to be an employee and I had to get trains to go to work, there was a big rush in the morning, rushing breakfast, rushing showers, and then and just rushing down to into transport, etc. But now it's very relaxed, and I actually get a lot more done as well. Another thing I do to relax, which I highly recommend to anyone, is I meditate. Meditation has to be, for me, the answer to almost everything. I use it for relaxation, to tap into my intuition. It's like an inner refuge, and that's something that I have that's helped me enormously over the last few years. Because over the last few years, I've had some big challenges. For example, I had Bell's palsy in 2020, which is facial paralysis. Has to be the hardest thing I've ever been through emotionally, and meditation got me through it, as well as other things. And also when I was in hospital, which is going to be nearly 2 years ago now. So it really, or maybe is it 3 years? Oh my God. Yeah, so it's really helped me a lot. And also I meditate before bed. Another thing I do is physical activity. I go to the gym, I do a weight workout, resistance training, or is it strength training? I'd say probably strength training. And I also dance salsa and bachata at the weekends, and I walk everywhere so I can kind of get into my head and just appreciate where I am. And then what else do I do? Not working at the weekend, so that's something I've touched on before. And also prioritizing my social life. I do make an effort to see friends, and that's something that's kind of been quite a late realization in my life, and it's something that's going really well for me at the moment, especially this year. It's been an incredible year for friendships and socializing. And last but not least, I read every day, every morning while I'm having my coffee, and I'm reading books that are written by my podcast guests, which is a huge privilege because I read the book and then I interview the author, which is amazing. Yeah, so those are all the things that I do to relax. And sometimes I also watch Netflix or HBO, but I'm very mindful about what I watch. When I see the adjectives to describe a series, if it says something like thriller, suspense, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested in violence. I just want to see kind of almost real life things and things that are related to sexuality, romance, and real life. Yeah, I'm not really into maybe some spirituality as well. So yeah, I'm always very mindful about what I'm consuming through my mind and my senses. So those are the things I do to relax. What about you? You have to think about my hidden talents. I don't know if I have any. Well, I'm a linguist, obviously. I speak 4 languages, but I'm sure I've got some more things I can share with you. But I will think about that for the next Vlogmas or in a few days. Anyway, thank you so much for your question. And if you have any more questions for me, don't hesitate to write to me at venus@venussahara.org. And I'm prepared to talk about anything related to sexuality, lifestyle, dating, and anything, or sex toys, and anything you think of. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon for some more Vlogmas. Mwah.